Hello everyone, I'm John Ray and I'm president of the Alpharetta Business Association, and I am here with Jim Tardif, and Jim is our ABA Member of the Month, and Jim is with Signs of Significance and Apex Signs and Graphics. Jim, you've got a lot going on, right?
We do. Welcome.
Well, thank you, and it's great to be here in your shop. Tell us a little bit about Signs of Significance and Apex Signs and Graphics.
Right, so we started Signs of Significance about 2 years ago, and last November we bought Apex Signs and Graphics from a good friend, Dave Coulter, and have been running both brands out of this one location ever since.
Great, yeah, good ABA member Dave Coulter, and
yes.
You came along and you're doing well with both brands. So tell us a little bit about your business and the clients that you serve.
Yeah, our business, we're a full-line signs and graphics shop. We do all kinds of signs and graphics. We help our clients with design, with permitting when it's required, with fabrication, installation, and service. And again, we do all kinds of signs, both indoor, outdoor. We do vehicle wraps, anything you can think of from a signs and graphics perspective.
Good stuff. So talk about, I know when we were talking before, you were talking about you're really business oriented. Talk about what that means in reality.
Right, so our focus is really on a business-to-business perspective. So we are looking to develop relationships with business clients who have repetitive needs for signage, and that can be a retail store owner, it can be an industrial client, it can be anything really from a business-to-business perspective.
So that's a little more complex than maybe yard signs and birthday banners and so forth. It's not that you wouldn't look at that, but that's really not the focus of your business. I mean, you're really focused on, really project-oriented work.
That's correct.
Yeah.
That's correct. What we try to do is meet with commercial leasing agents, commercial space leasing agents, or property owners who are placing new tenants into commercial space. Those building owners or property owners have certain rules and regulations about the signage that they'll allow in and on their buildings, as well as we understand what the various cities' sign ordinances are. So we try to help new tenants or new business owners going into a new space understand the full complexities of a signage project and help them work through all of those details.
Now that is one thing about your business that I think is maybe very underestimated, is the value you provide in terms of getting a sign approved through the city, whatever municipality we're talking about. Not just Alpharetta, but a lot of them around
Right.
here that you deal with. That's a pretty complex situation,
right.
particularly for a business owner that doesn't know how to do that, right?
Yeah, so there's a lot of information. There are some commonalities from municipality to municipality, but there are a lot of differences as well. And you've got to be really aware of how long does the process take. So Alpharetta may take a week. A sign in Cobb County may take a month to issue a permit. So you've got to be aware of all of that and help the client understand what those requirements are.
So what you're able to do, because you've been working with the city on a variety of signs across a lot of different projects, you've got a much better idea of what's going to fly, what won't fly, right? And you really help save the client time and money.
Right, so from a design perspective, that kind of knowledge is very important, so that when we are putting that initial time and investment in the design phase of the project, we can guide them through and come out with a end result that is going to fly through both the landlord's requirements and the city's permitting process.
Well, let's back up for just a minute, because I know you started Signs of Significance, what, 3 years ago now, 4 years ago?
2 years ago
now.
right.
And you've made a great impact in the community. You've obviously you bought Apex Signs and Graphics. You came from a corporate background, which pretty prestigious corporation that's well known for putting out great managers, so that must have had an influence on how you run your business.
It really was very, very beneficial, and it really helped guide me into choosing the sign business to get into. We started this business with my son. who graduated from Alabama with an advertising degree. So I took my business background, his advertising background, and my wife is a very entrepreneurial type person. So with her creative background, she's an interior designer and an antiques dealer. So her creativity, my son's advertising, and my business background seemed to be a good fit for us to open up a sign shop.
Yeah, and so GE is you're the GE veteran, right? And yeah, that good for you, because that's a great pedigree. But I happen to know you're the truck driver for your wife, right? That's she brings you along to drive the truck,
Yeah,
right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's the brain. I'm the
Yeah.
brawn.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Just so we got that straight, right?
Yeah, we all know our place.
Yeah. Exactly. That's great stuff. Well, it's great. I mean, that's why we're all in business for ourselves, right? To be a family business. I mean, I walked in and we've got dogs here, which is great.
Yeah.
So that's all why we're in business, and there's a lot of our peers in the Alfred Business Association. They're just like you.
Yeah. And I subscribe to that. You know, coming out of corporate America and into small business ownership, I've really learned to value the relationship and supporting local businesses. And we get a lot of tremendous value out of being a strong member of the ABA. So thank you for all that you do to help us.
Well, thank you for we're the sum of all our members, right? That's what we are. So, okay, now let's. Something tells me when you're driving down the road with your wife in that truck or some other vehicle, you're looking at signs all the time. So, talk a little bit maybe about some trends or some things that people don't think about that might be interesting to them in terms of promoting their business through signage.
Sure. So one of the interesting facts about the sign industry is 80% of signage is indoors. So when you are driving around in a commercial area, you look out and you see nothing but signage. So think of all of that as representing only 20% of the industry. So from a trending perspective, what we're seeing a lot of are wall wraps. So we can do custom designed wall wraps, whether it's in vinyl or in standard wallpaper. We can print on wallpaper with the equipment that we have here. So custom wall wraps, custom designed wall wraps, working with interior designers, both commercial and residential, has been a big trend for us.
Great stuff. So, Jim, for those that are interested, they've heard something that piques their interest, tell them how they can be in touch.
Yeah, you can find us on two different websites, signsofsignificance.com and apexsignsga.com, or you can call me directly. My cell phone number is 678-230-3873, or my email is jim@signsofsignificance.com. We'd be happy to hear from everybody.
Jim, that's great. It's a great pleasure to have you as a member of the month for October for the Alfred Business Association. Congratulations again.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.